Covering the Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
What's up, Internet, and welcome to episode 233 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. I am Darren, and joining me tonight we have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
Tracy.
Hello.
And Hunter.
Hey.
The gang's all here. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah.
You don't need to. Everyone doesn't need to know you've got the lurgy.
I got the lurgy.
They'll just
I'm
go
all right.
again. Is she ill again?
Blame children.
I looked at getting our tagline carried over to the Fab Four, but apparently another company already owns that. So
We don't talk about them, though.
What, the Beatles?
Were they the Fab Four?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of something else. All right, they're the Fab Five, though. Anyway.
That's the Fab Five.
Yeah.
All right, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and switch things up this time.
Ooh.
We're going to go right to the veggie section.
Oh, right. Well, now continuing on with my new regular vegetarian segment, which of course focuses on the vegetarian options at the parks. This week I'm remaining in City Walk, and I'm going to be looking at the tree hugger from the Cowfish. So, get myself settled in here. The Cowfish, it's renowned for its burgushi. It offers a wide variety of Asian and American-inspired dishes, and they have a vegetarian option, which Universal describes as perfection. You know, nothing like holding back.
I've been to Cowfish. It wasn't perfection.
Look, I'm being nice. You know, it's a vegetarian option. We do have a few, but we don't have too many, so we're going to go and do them all at some point. Now, the tree hugger sushi roll, obviously, is a tasty sounding concoction which combines shiitake mushrooms, fried portobello, red pepper, cucumber, red onion and basil, rice and quinoa. Now I've got an image in front of me and it looks really good. It does.
It sounds good.
It does. It looks clean, if you understand what I'm meaning. It looks fresh.
Unlike my colon.
Jesus. You need a vegetarian diet then, Hunter.
Exactly, and that's why I'm glad Tracy's here to tell me all about this.
Yeah. Where to sell it?
Isn't most sushi vegetarian?
No. There's usually some fish in there.
That's kind of the point of sushi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's
Sashimi isn't sashimi where...
Sashimi's just fish.
Just fish,
all right.
Yeah.
And sushi's rice and fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And usually some vegetables. But yeah, it looks amazing. You know, lovely white rice, and it's quite colourful. The concoction of the ingredients in the middle, it's very colourful. So yes, if we do ever return to the Cowfish, if
It's a big if.
I will actually be trying the tree hugger. It looks very, very good. It does. So if you do go along and you try it, take a photo, let us know what you think. So that's it for veggie options this week.
All right. Well, let's go on from that to Autism at the Park with Maureen.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. And today I'm at Universal Studios, Florida, outside the Simpsons ride. Now, the Simpsons ride is a simulator ride that you feel like you're on a coaster, but you're technically not. The supervising companion is required for children 40 to 48 inches, and the minimum height requirement is 40 inches. Guests using a wheelchair must be able to transfer to the vehicle. This vehicle will suddenly and dramatically accelerate, stop, move, and dive, and tilting and jarring. So keep this in mind if these types of movements may bother you. It's a lot of fun to me, so I hope that you get to enjoy this one when you visit Universal Studios. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Universal Studios, Florida.
And it sounds like it's going to fall a bit whenever you stood in that corridor before you get on it.
Yeah, that's true. It is fun though.
Yeah. The hot dogs in the Simpsons area are also a great vegetarian option if you throw away the hot dog.
Yes, very true.
Don't forget, though, there's been dozens sold.
Dozens.
Yes, literally dozens.
Well, yeah, if they keep selling hot dogs without the hot dog in there, I mean, what's the point?
All right, now let's throw it back to Tracy for some Producers Club birthdays. I can't go too far from the beginning without them.
This is
all
weird.
about me at the beginning. I like this.
So you can go to sleep and sleep your lurgy off. He's getting it out though here.
This is true. Somebody looks after me. Right, to start off, we actually have a belated happy birthday.
Yeah, I got chastised for this on the Facebook page.
I knew somebody would be waiting for one of these.
And quite right too. So a very belated happy birthday and huge apologies to the lovely Susie Scott, whose birthday was on January the 15th.
Sorry.
Yes, happy birthday, Susan.
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And coming up in February, on the 6th, we have, and I do apologise if I completely ruin your name here, Adam Salwaki, I think it is. If it's wrong, let me know and I can get it right next year. On February the 10th, we have the lovely Melanie Brookbank. And the day after, on February the 11th, it's Jim Craig's birthday.
Jim,
So,
the inimitable Jim Craig.
Yeah, so happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Celebrated at
Happy
Universal.
birthday!
And, since we're talking about, happy dates, then let's talk about some leaked Halloween Horror Nights dates.
Oh.
Halloween Horror Nights Unofficial reported a week or so ago that Universal Orlando sent out a survey revealing the dates for Halloween Horror Nights 27. You know, those ones where they say, don't report this.
Yeah, it was one of those as well, though.
Uh-huh.
So I have a little bit of some, because they said do not report this, I actually got this about 2.5 weeks ago and filled out one. So maybe there's some other stuff I'm not supposed to talk about.
Who knows? Well, according to the survey, Halloween Horror Nights 27th will begin on Friday, September 15th, 2017, and finish on the 5th of November. Meaning that if these dates are true, Halloween Horror Nights this year will last a record 7 weeks. According to the site, the survey also confirmed that at least 8 houses will be seen at the event and that Universal is taking some deep thought onto whether they bring back the VR house experience from last year. I really think they should do something similar to it, but ditch the VR, to be honest.
Unless they can bring it up to the standard of the company that's doing that Ghostbusters one out in New York, the same company that did... what's the one?
Are you talking about the escape room experience?
What?
That's out there. There's actually an escape room experience that I believe it's in Washington, D.C. or it's in New York City. And it's actually themed to Ghostbusters.
No, it's a VR experience. There's one I've talked about on here before. That when they were talking about the repository originally, we wondered if it was the company that was doing, and it's like a virtual reality experience, but in a physical set. So the boxes, if you come across a box in the VR, it's an actual box on the floor, but the VR maps over. I can't remember what the actual, that's going to kill me now. But it wasn't. I know a big story behind it, and I'm not allowed to talk about it, so I won't.
Well, sounds a lot better than the Ghostbusters attraction at Motion Gate. Not sure if you guys have seen that yet.
No.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting little ride there.
Yeah, you walk in, I'm like, oh wow, it's the firehouse. This is cool, and then you see the ride.
It's like a Wii light gun game on several different monitors, basically.
Oh, it's awful. I'll send you a link.
Oh yeah, really bad. And also they've been talking some code names already too.
Okay.
It's January and they're talking code names. We have Checkmate from Mike Aiello.
I saw that one, yes.
So let the wild speculation begin. No idea.
It could be anything, let's be honest. And unless you've got a warped mind, you're never going to figure them out.
Exactly. And then Murdy has been throwing around some things like Writer's Block, which has, of course, made people think Shining right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
That's immediately what I thought.
Yeah.
What if the upcharge of it, Writer's Block, what if it's Misery and it's just you, and a woman comes in and breaks your legs.
Yes.
Hobbled.
How much would you guys pay for that experience? Send me that survey, Universal.
It's funny, actually, I'm going to jump in, and it's one I didn't put in the rundown, but I did a survey the other day as well where they were asking about City Walk specifically. I think they're trying to gauge... I think we've talked about it quite a little bit, that City Walk's become... If you like clubs, it's kind of there, but it's mainly a dining venue. There's not an awful lot other than the cinema and the mini golf there. So from the survey that I got, it looks like they're gauging whether people would want more entertainment venues. So in the sort of, it was rank these for which one you would really want to do and which one you'd least like to do. And there was stupid stuff like shop at a Sunglass Hut and stuff. But then there was like an SNL themed lounge, a comedy club. There was How to Train Your Dragon like stage show thing. There was a Wicked stage show thing, and there was something else. I can't remember what the other one was.
But if these stage shows come in, surely that means Blue Man Group is going to have to evacuate. No?
How long's Blue Man Group been there now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's the appeal? I mean, they're doing awesome stuff. Like, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but they did like a sensory awareness presentation.
Like a friendly one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love, if you guys can get her, I'd love Maureen to come on and talk about that at some point, because that sounds really cool.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, they do need other options to keep you in there. You know, the mini golf's awesome. And I thought when they brought the mini golf in, they were going to start offering a lot more of that, those reasons for you to visit other than just going somewhere to eat. I actually got into a bit of an argument with a guy on Twitter over the weekend about it, because he basically said they can't compete with Disney Springs because City Walk's dead at this point. I was like, I don't think it's dead. But anyway, it went on a whole long thing.
Oh, yeah.
But they do need entertainment options, I feel.
Well, there used to be more entertainment. There used to be live bands playing out there and things like that, but it's kind of scaled back. I remember going where pretty much every time leaving the park on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, they had a live band just playing in the plaza doing covers and original material. I don't know why they scaled back.
And now it's just a DJ playing that "Everybody Clap Your Hands" song over and over.
Clap.
Yeah.
Clap 30 more times.
I mean, they have the graffiti artists out there sometimes, don't they? There was one out there when we were over for Horror Nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but then it looks like towards the beginning of like a season or an event, they'll have them out there, and then then you don't see them again until the beginning of the next event. But
I do think, and not to go into the Twitter argument that you were having, Twitter discussion, we'll phrase it that way.
It was a
but
debate.
Like, with Disney Springs being relatively newer, I do think a lot of the City Walk stuff has become overshadowed by Disney Springs. And I'm not just sure if that's because Disney's got infinitely more marketing and advertisement out there. Like, I see a Disney Springs commercial. I don't have cable, but I can even watch YouTube. I'm watching something about Universal, and a Disney Springs advertisement will start to play. I think Universal could do a better job of advertising all this cool stuff they do have there, like Twosome. Because maybe not a lot of people know about it yet.
Do they need to, though? Disney Springs is this is kind of the conversation I had. Disney Springs is a different kettle of fish because you've got to get people to go because
That's an English saying.
Because it's out of the way. It's not. Whereas City Walk is, everyone going to the theme parks has to go through City Walk. So you've got that foot traffic there already. Whereas Disney Springs, if people aren't going there, they aren't going there. If that makes sense. You've got to drag people into Disney Springs, whereas City Walk, it's always going to get footfall because of where it is.
Well, there's no other way in, really.
No.
So.
But I think City Walk would do better to actually open up some shops and things like that. But at the same time, it's, Disney Springs is farther enough up in Kissimmee for them to stand out from, all the outlet malls and stuff. When you're in Orlando... Well, when you're at Universal, you're literally right next door to all that stuff. So I'm not exactly sure what's the route of action they would need to take.
I think steer away from shops and go more the entertainment. I know one of the things that was in there that was quite prevalent in that survey was Dave and Buster's. I think something like that would go down quite well.
Yeah, definitely. That was one of the things we thought might go into where Toothsome eventually went into, right? Yeah.
Nina was lobbying for it quite hard.
Yeah.
I think Derek Bergen will agree with me here when I say the biggest mistake they ever made was taking out the NASCAR sports grill.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's killed that. Jesse's got a look of contemplation on her face.
I had a thought. Something I was going to say. I opened my mouth.
And then it's gone.
It fell out, and I'm just frantically trying to actually remember what I was going to say, but it's not coming.
Thing is, I don't
think
they need to look at shops because people aren't going there. It's not a shopping thing. It's an entertainment, nightlife, and eating thing. If you want shopping, then you go, like Hunter said, the premium outlets or whatever just down the road. Prime outlets is just round the corner. If you want theme park merch, you've got the studio store. You've got the 2 theme parks. Do you need something in City Walk like that?
I see City Walk as just literally all it is trying to funnel people off the main path as you walk to and from the park.
Yeah.
I think literally that is all that it's there for. And I think as is being something like that, it's pretty successful because the restaurants are usually pretty full, or at least moderately full, and sometimes artificially full. Cowfish. Anyway,
half an hour.
Yeah, always half an hour. There's literally, I can see up there. There's nobody there.
Yeah,
half an hour.
I think I think the focus on City Walk's changed though, has it? Because I think Universal are aggressively going after Disney, and now they've realised that they need City Walk to. It's not going to compete with Disney Springs, but they want it to on a certain scale.
Yeah, Disney Springs just has more options, and it also has a very big key thing, and that's free parking.
Yeah, and the fact that it's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also that Disney Springs does, to their credit, they do offer like the free stuff. Like they do really cool stuff like the drone show over Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's to prevent Universal from doing their own drone show over that big lagoon they've got there?
In fairness,
there's some weird stuff like Universal's always been kind of the king of, hey, this worked for Disney. Why don't we take that, but change it up and plus it and do something? Why Universal isn't doing more like free entertainment? And like Darren was saying, I mean, another big thing is the free parking, but stuff to just bring in not only the local crowd, but the international.
Well, the drone show idea, I'm trying to remember where, I cannot remember where I heard about it, but apparently there is something in the works there.
Yeah, they've filed a patent for it. I know that much.
So that's something to watch out for.
The thing is, City Walk, they couldn't offer free parking for it, really. It would be awkward because everyone's sort of funneled into the same parking lot. So if you go into theme parks or you go into City Walk, you're all in the same parking lot. So
exactly. So there's no way to get around that. So that's why I think that they'll never be in direct competition, and you can't really consider them the same way.
No, not at all.
There is an option there. We do have that new parcel of land. They could always put a free car park there with the shuttle across.
They could have been. Do you know what?
Even if it's just open on the night.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Everybody's talking about that plot of land down by the Orange County Convention Centre. The bit I'm more interested in is that Wet and Wild plot. I really want to see what they're going to do with that. Because I think it's obvious what they're going to do with that big plot. It's that little plot I'm more interested in.
Maybe that's a hotel. Car park.
It may well be a hotel. There are some rumours. I was... I'm going to... Shameless plug. Interviewed by Ken Story on the Orlando Tourism Report last week, and when we discussed it a little bit, and he'd heard that they were looking at, I think it might have been Orlando Informer, they were talking about it as well, that apparently the rumour going around are all-star level hotels there.
Okay.
So kind of Universal hotels, but really, really cheap and gaudily themed.
How much cheaper can they go from Cabana Bay? I mean, Cabana Bay is like $129, right?
I have no idea, yeah.
Well, if you're going out on to iDrive, I mean...
Yeah.
You got to be competitive with the monumental movie line.
Very true.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Darren.
We have stayed on some cheap property.
But he's right. It's exactly right. Why would you stay in a because it's not going to have express. It's not going to have a lot of the benefits that you're going to have staying on site.
Yeah. And hopefully they would have constant shuttles going back and forth.
Yeah. Well, why would you why would you stay
That would be
there?
the only benefit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually a great place you can stay at for free right now. It's called the Artagon Marketplace. It's mostly composed of glass. So you find a rock, you get in, and it's awesome. There's some possums there. It's your own mini petting zoo.
Is that the old
You'll
festival
really enjoy
bay?
your stay at the
I think
Artagon.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to get into some other stuff too, they can, they can go and theme it after Biff's Pleasure Paradise, and open up a casino too.
Yeah.
So you can have hotel and casino on that property over there.
Now there's a nice
Gambling
idea.
laws in Florida, though, isn't there?
What,
They're not
do it?
allowed them.
Yeah, probably go right ahead.
Yeah, well, did you not see that? Because at Disney had to take out the grabber machines because they weren't allowed to give prizes away to something to do with the gambling laws.
Okay, then you win little toy horses, and then you can trade those toy horses in for $100 each across the street.
So what's in the arcades then?
Just arcade games.
But
Yeah.
even things like when you toss the basketball, you're still gambling.
No, because you're not winning anything.
You are, because bloody big.
You-
Where do you think
yeah,
big millions and
they
things
can do
come
the
from?
ticket games.
No.
Yes, to me,
ticket
that's
games, yeah.
you're still gambling because
Anyway.
Yeah.
okay.
Were we talking about Halloween Horror Nights?
Yeah.
Originally we were. So,
But yes,
so
seven
it's
weeks.
crazy that they're talking as much as they are already. But yeah, Murdy said everything's locked down for Hollywood pretty much as far as their IPs go. So I'm pretty sure that that's probably the same story for Orlando. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then someone will pull a license away and they won't get it this year like they do every year.
yeah, a lot of speculation with Chucky. The Chucky movie coming out, and
Supposedly Friday the 13th. It's coming out October this year.
On
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, isn't it, apparently?
I'm hoping they'll take a stab at Alien because that's in May, I want to say, is Covenant.
All right.
oh yeah,
Okay. then.
yeah. So
Interesting.
we shall see.
Mm.
But yeah, so let's move on from that to the Volcano Bay grand opening announcement. So Hunter, you want to take that one?
Yeah, so when we're talking about Volcano Bay, we're talking about BAE because, yeah, Bay's coming to town. So we finally got an opening date. Select media has been invited to a media preview event, which
Very select.
Yeah, not
by
us.
select, we mean not us. Especially me, because, I mean, they even follow you three on Twitter.
Yeah.
So it's going to culminate with the grand opening on May 25th. So very, very close. And we actually got, I think it was Hate to Fly who posted, but they're actually open until 10 o'clock that opening month.
Yes.
I believe it was.
Yeah, I
which
saw
is
when-
super late.
I think Orlando Informer reported it as well, and I went nosing around and I couldn't find, if you actually go, because Universal have actually updated the website now. It's all nice and new and swish. And there's no hours on the website at all for Volcano Bay, so I don't know where these people have got these dates from because I can't find them.
I do not know.
Pass.
Because when I wrote the show notes out, I was actually, because I'd heard that it was going to be opened. I think it's 8, 9, and 10. Obviously moving out into the summer. And I couldn't find those. If you go on the website, there's no opening, there's no time, park hours for Volcano Bay, which is strange. The big question is, are the theme parks going to remain open at the same hours as Volcano Bay?
Hopefully.
I think they need
I mean, I could see Volcano Bay being open a little later. I always just see that. I don't know why, because after people leave the theme parks, they go to the hotel, they go to the pool, and that kind of thing. So I could see guests staying at Cabana Bay, going over there, and doing the late night thing. Which it seems like they have the light packages going up.
Yeah.
That should be more than enough for that kind of thing. So
It'll be interesting to see how much traffic they lose in the lazy river at Cabana Bay once Volcano Bay opens. I wonder how many people will use it still when you've got a water park literally on your doorstep.
I think you'll still be surprised, especially if you're not paying for it.
I suppose there is that option.
And you go back with the kids, you would have stayed in your room, the kids like, we want to go in the water.
Yeah,
Off
fair
you pop.
point. Yeah.
You're on site, aren't you?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Exactly. Shut your face.
But no, it's looking cool. I know the scaffolding's coming down around the volcano and stuff now, so...
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, very much looking forward to finally getting back to Universal.
It's been a while for the pair of you, hasn't it, actually?
Yeah. I did not see Christmas at Universal this year, so...
us either.
Stay clear of a celebration of Harry Potter as well.
Yeah, we were not there for that. We watched a lot of the live stream, though.
Looked really good this year, actually. I've been watching a lot more of it on Facebook and stuff, and some of the cosplay looked fantastic.
Yeah, and the Q&A actually was not bad. I think they've been vetting questions this year.
Okay.
Which one of you is not dressed in costume? Which one of you normal people want to ask a question? You with the tattoo? Nope. We're going to move on to this lady in the Star Wars shirt.
Exactly.
Yeah. Was anybody else kind of disappointed by the major announcement, supposedly?
I don't even know what it was.
Oh, the Forbidden Forest for the studio
It was about
tour.
the Forbidden Forest. It was like, if you're going to do it at Universal, I know you guys have a tie-in with the studio tour, but make it a Universal announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because Orlando Informer were left with egg on the face a little bit because they were pimping out that it was going to be the announcement of the projection show on the castle.
Yeah, a lot of people are disappointed that wasn't.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, so... George Lucas is building his Star Wars museum. It'd be like if Disney came out and they're like, we have a major Star Wars announcement. George Lucas found a place for his museum. It's just, there's no synergy there. Yeah.
Actually, they are building one, aren't they? It's going to be it's at Leavesden Studios. Next to the Harry
Star
Potter
Wars
one. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's where they're putting that.
It might be different because Leavesden, I know, is where they filmed most of that, of the original trilogy. Is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that much, but they're putting one out in Los Angeles. But that's neither here nor there. I was just bringing up the comparison.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, it is a bit weird.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what that's like when it opens. Like I said, I'm not a big water park guy, so I'm just excited to see if it has anything that would draw me in.
It does look cool, and again, I'm not really a water park person, but it does. I watch the ads for it and stuff and think that looks awesome.
It does. Yeah. It does.
Well, we will see. Yes. And another new thing opening up here is the race through New York with Jimmy Fallon. And Leah, I think you've got the safety spiel.
I'm actually quite excited for this. The more I see about it, we posted a video on the YouTube channel a week and a half ago, the shop that's open, which I love the name of the Tonight Shop.
Has anybody seen the uniforms yet?
Yes, they look bloody hot.
They look very hot. Very smart, though.
Well, apparently they were selling #the panda costumes for $100 in that shop, and they're now all sold out.
Wow.
But yeah, anyway, on the Tonight Show, it was about a week ago at this point, they debuted the safety spiel for the ride, which is going to be performed by The Roots, and I love it, and I'm going to play it here, so...
Pregnant or your blood pressure's abnormal, I'm sorry, this simply isn't a suitable ride for you. Other people were unable to allow admission of those with various back, neck, or heart conditions. You better start to listen. It's risky business if you're prone to dizziness or any type of motion sickness. No videos, photos, recording, or going social is allowed. I hope I'm speaking loud and clear enough. You getting this?
It's awesome. That's got to be the best safety spiel for any ride ever.
And I'm guessing in the video is just Jimmy Fallon sitting behind the desk laughing and pointing.
Probably
he does.
I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. So it's different, isn't it?
I was going to say it's different.
Yeah, it is.
Exactly, and this whole thing is going to be, very different as far as the queue, the lack of a queue. And everything like that. It's going to be a whole new ride system, and that's what makes it interesting, at least. So, I am looking forward to seeing how it goes for sure.
I think we've talked about it loads. It's not going to be a mind blowing e-ticket attraction, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I hope so.
It's going to be an F-ticket attraction for Fallon.
Whoa!
Yes, Hunter, we know what you meant.
Get it?
Yeah, we get it.
Do you get it?
Yes, we got it.
Okay.
Well, let's find the best seat to ride on to get away from that joke.
Good idea.
All right, so we are going to do Skull Island, Reign of Kong, and the Jurassic Park River Adventure. This edition here. So we're going to begin with advice from the Producers Club. We'll go me, Tracy, Hunter, and then Lee. All right. So we're going to go Reign of Kong first. Alicia Stella says, middle of the car and any seat except directly on the windows. If you're in the very first row, you're going to have a bad time. The middle to the back rows offer a much better view of the entire ride. The right side is great for seeing Kong, but I think both sides offer unique views and you should ride on both at least once. However, if you're on the very end of your row, either right or left side, on the window seat, you may see the screen's edges and even the water spray and lighting effects completely killing the realism. So I like to sit at least one person in from the window seats.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. It is. Jessica Edwards says, only rode once and we're in the second to last row and that was fine.
Maureen says, back half on the right side.
Straight into the point. Mm-hmm. Thomas Brino says, at the rear for a better view.
Okay.
Right.
That's a good fact for life, actually.
Brian Jennings says, far right back quarter of the bus. I've ridden in almost all rows, and while 4 and 5 were okay, they were still a bit too far forward. Left side was again okay, but I've really enjoyed riding far right to get a full view of the Kong audio animatronic. Either outside row is great for the outdoor portion of the ride, though.
And Andy says, I wish I could say, but the government steals all of my money. They call it taxes. So I can't go on holiday to Florida this year to check it out.
I feel the same.
Yes, you have our sympathies, Andy.
I didn't even read that one. I just pasted it in. That's the first time I've heard it.
Holly Cotter says, any of the last 3 rows all the way in to the right. This gives you the best view of Kong at the end of the ride. I usually take my 3D glasses off at the end of the ride to have a better look at him as well.
Rob Hoffman says, back row for sure.
I think Universal could save a lot of money here, I guess, by just taking out all the other seats.
Yeah.
In there. Sean Hill said, the back right, best view of the King.
And Lonnie Clay says, we'll find out in April, but leaning towards middle right side where Kong is.
Jillian Dunn says, rows 6 through 8. Oh, we got numbers.
Oh.
Rows 6 through 8 are all fine. Second or third seat in from the right.
Jillian knows what she's doing. She's our Instagrammer.
Yes.
Craig Darling says, I've rode this 3 or 4 times in September. I noticed if you're slap bang in the middle, your view is restricted, but also if you're at the end seat on the left-hand side, you can see the bottom of the screen in one of the rooms. So you want to be off-centre, either left or right, enough so you get a good view and that the effects still work.
So, anybody else have any other ones?
Nope.
No.
All right. Lee playing this one out good.
Unlike last time.
This is the ride that is most dependent on where you're sitting. And like the ride vehicles are awesome to look at. They're like an awesome photo opportunity. They're really cool, but it sucks that like 65% of the ride vehicle is awful.
Yeah.
Like legit awful.
Really?
And it's awesome that people that are able to get those awesome seats, they'll have a really, really good time, but a lot of people are not going to get the full experience of the attraction unless they ride again or unless they ask for a specific spot to seat.
And a specific spot to seat.
To seat, yes.
Specific spot to seat. A specific spot to seat?
Specific spot to seat.
Easy for you to say.
It's $99.99.
We should have asked Adam when we had him on. Adam, where's the best place to seat and on?
Yeah.
Imagine when it first opened and waits were about 2 hours, waiting all that time and getting the first row far left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
which side's
the only
Kong
ride
on?
vehicle.
Right. I think I said.
Right.
Yes, I know.
Oh my God!
But the only ride we can equate this to is like, as far as ride vehicle, it's like Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Yeah.
But Kilimanjaro Safaris is completely all around you. It's not dependent on screen specific seating.
Right.
So it kind of sucks that they use this system for such a cool ride. I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
It's super visually compelling. It's awesome, but I just feel bad for the people that don't look up or listen to podcasts, or they don't do any foresight into figuring out what's going to be the best spot for them to sit at.
I think a lot of the vehicle as well, not, thematically it fits perfectly, but I think capacity wise I think they've had one eye on theme and one eye on capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, 72 people per car? That's a big throughput.
Yeah. But Darren, so I'm not sure if you've rode in this position. Have you done the very, very top left corner?
You mean like front row left corner?
Front row left corner, yeah.
I don't think I've been put into that one. I think we were in like the second row middle. I think that's about as far forward as I've been.
Gotcha. Because the front row is completely blocked off because they've tried to hide the audio animatronic drivers, for better or for worse, it's just, you can't see in front of you. You have this super limited view out of the sides. You're almost completely pulled up to the edge of each one of the screens, minus the 360 screens. And then, like some of the other people were mentioning, you can see the lighting and the behind the scenes stuff. You're just, that's a whole row of people, regardless of where they're seated at. They're having
it's crazy. It's crazy because you're designing an attraction from the ground up. You should be able to accommodate for every seat on the ride. Like, isn't that like the whole point of it?
Yeah, it's not one of those things where, hey, we all have our favorite spots to sit at Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's regardless of where you sit on Spider-Man, you're going to have a pretty good ride each time. Maybe some spots are better than others, but so be it. Not every 3D theater show. Not all seats are the same. Just throwing that out there, theme park people. But the only attraction I can think of that over half the ride vehicle puts you in a terribly awkward position that can severely impact your enjoyment of a ride. And that's a shame.
And to put the only two physical animatronics, which are those like bat creatures at the beginning, and Kong on the right side of the vehicle as well, is just like, come on.
I mean, you get the really cool like Kong skeleton on the left-hand side.
True,
but
that's the one thing that's like bigger, like big and bright enough to where you can see that easily from either side of the bus as well.
Yep.
So,
it's a strange one.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, of course, I say what everybody else is saying, towards the back, as far back as you can get. On the right side, one or two ends. So yeah, you don't see the edge of the screen or anything like that.
That seems to be the general sort of gist, which is good. We seem to have this one, unlike the ones we did last time, a very definitive answer of where the best place to sit is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's definitive because it's essential.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like you've both said, it's very dependent. Your experience on this attraction is very dependent on where you sit, which is unlike many other attractions. Like you say, there's not many I can think of where if you get anywhere other than where you specifically want to sit, that it's going to impact your enjoyment of that ride. Can
you think of anything? I'm like scratching my head. I can't think of a single thing.
Really, no.
No. I mean, if you get sat in the back row in Spider-Man behind Darren and Hunter, that might be a bad place.
I always feel bad when they do that.
But only for a second day.
Hold on.
And Transformers as well. But no, I can't. Nothing springs to mind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, every seat on Dudley Do Right, Ripsaw Falls is an awful seat. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, worst seat in the house. Every time.
No matter where you sit, you get screwed on that one.
I'm trying to think if we've been on that since the lap bars were put in. We must have. No, we didn't do it in 2015. How long have the lap bars been on Dudley Do Right? We haven't been on it since 2013?
I have no idea.
I didn't know they put lap bars on it, but that shows how often I ride it.
Yeah, they have. It wasn't. It's within that last
7.
No, I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Just here.
Didn't think it was that long.
Called the Scream
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, September 2007.
Okay.
Maybe this is a blue sky thing for us. Okay, if we were to redo the Kong vehicles, how would we do it?
Don't know.
It was like
Put me
Tetris
on it.
pieces.
Playing Dr. Mario. Da, 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 da.
I want to go with a vertical ride vehicle. The world's first vertical Jeep attraction.
It's like a
48 stories tall. Every seat is the best seat in the house.
It's the soar and ride system just on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. It only tips over occasionally. Come on.
Jason, we have a tip over next to the skeleton again.
All right. Well, let's move from the king of beasts to the king of the reptiles. Maybe birds. Who knows?
Yeah, kind of.
The Jurassic Park River Adventure. Ali Schilberg, we'll start with you. It says, the back row.
Short and sweet. Alicia Stella says, back 2 rows, get less wet, plus you get a longer look at the T-Rex before the plunge.
My man, Stuart Mallet says, what's up, Stuart? Second row, if it's hot.
Jessica Edwards says, it depends if you want to get wet. If you do, middle of the front row. If you don't, middle of the back row.
Maureen says, last row in the middle.
Maureen doesn't like getting wet then.
Thomas Brino says, front row.
Short and sweet.
Brian Jennings says, row 2 or 3, outside seat. If I'm on this ride, I want to get soaked. It's my own fault for getting aboard. That way, when the weenies in front duck, I can actually get a shower, or I get a good shower.
Oh, Andy says, front. I always love the front on these type of attractions.
Holly Cotter said, I'm going to have to say the front again. Middle front, if available. I think you get more splashed in the front, but I just love everything about Jurassic Park, so I want to be where I can see everything as unobstructed as possible.
Fair enough. Sean Hill says, front row of the first boat. Front row for the drop and the first boat, so you don't have to see the effects resetting from the boat in front. Good tip.
Very.
Rob Hoffman says, front 2 rows, middle seats are the driest.
Lonnie Clay says, front.
Very short and sweet.
Jillian Dunn says, front row for best views, thrill of drop, and getting soaked. Man, there's a lot of contention there. A lot of people are saying you get soaked in the front too. A lot of people are saying you're not. I'm thinking you do get soaked in the front.
Well, we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah. She says middle if you're trying to stay drier, and back row for the best view of the T-Rex and driest.
And Craig Darling said, I can't decide here because I rode this a few times in September, sitting in various positions, and I didn't get that wet. Even when the people sitting next to me got soaked. Maybe I'm just lucky.
Okay. Someone cast an impervious spell over him by the sounds of it.
I was going to say, you're waterproof. All right, so.
Right, I'm going to tell my little story on this. Because when we went in 2013, Tracy and I and the kids tried to drag Darren onto this.
Right, yes, no.
And he was having none of it. So Darren ended up bag handler for that time. It was just mama. Before lunch, wasn't it? I think we were meeting Eric before we went to Mythos. And we were like, oh, well, come on, we'll get in the front row. You don't get wet in the front row. Right? So on the 4 of us went, and we got soaked.
Yeah.
We got absolutely drenched.
So next time we listen to Uncle Darren.
So yeah, I would say if you want to get wet front row, if you don't, go at the back.
Yeah.
Or hold the coats.
Oh, hold the coats. That's a much better idea.
So, of course, on my very extremely occasional rides on this thing, if I am going to ride, I will be in the back row in the middle with a poncho.
Oh, no. You can't wear a poncho. They're illegal.
I'm going to be the poncho guy.
I think I'm with Holly on this one. I think it was Holly anyways. She just said she loves Jurassic Park. She wants to be right front and center. That's about where I am.
Yeah.
I should have asked Brad, our friend Mr. Brad Jost from the Jurassic Park podcast, what his preference was on this one.
Well, you can actually hear that on my podcast, Lee.
I'll cut that out.
Oh,
good, please do. Nobody even knows what I'm talking about, so.
Yeah, I think it comes down to purely whether you want to get wet or not.
Funnily enough, with this ride, I'm not that bothered. So long as to be honest, so long as my feet don't get wet.
Yeah, the thing with the river adventure is it's not like riding Popeye and Bluto. You'll get wet, but you won't get absolutely soaked to the skin. No, you don't. We didn't. You'll
Sometimes.
get
I mean,
wet.
you did, Lee. You were pretty soaked.
But if you have, Darren, you've
in.
never been on Popeye and Bluto's Bill Drab Badges, have you?
No, but yeah.
You literally come
I've
off.
seen some video.
Yeah, you will not come off that ride.
Excuse me.
With a centimetre of square skin, dry skin.
Square skin?
No, anyway.
A centimetre of square skin?
Yeah.
Okay. I will actually disagree with you.
What?
Do you not remember us going on the barges? And all we saw was the woman directly opposite, and it was just walls of water just covering her. We got a few little splatters. We came off 90% dry.
No.
Except we didn't come off. We stayed on. Going, oh, that wasn't too bad. I have never been so wet in all my life. I swear my liver was dripping.
Was that the time when we did it 4 times in a row?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first time it was like, oh, we didn't get so wet. The second time we really did. Then we went, right, we're so might as well stay on.
That was the time.
That was the locker incident.
It was the locker incident, yeah, where I put my wallet in the locker. It
something.
was, yeah.
Yep.
2005. 4 times in a row, and it broke down loads on the last go around, so we ended up missing our locker, and that was a pin.
So,
yeah.
yes, the first time we did have a centimetre of square skin.
Anyway, but Jurassic Park River Adventure, yeah.
Yes.
Indeed. Well,
my favorite spot to sit is all the way to the left or the right. That way, when the Velociraptors start to sing Zippity Doo Dah before you go down the drop,
Did you just say?
Pleasing tune.
You did.
Did you just say you were like sitting all the way to the left on the right?
Or the right, yeah.
Oh, the right, right, okay.
That's the left of the right.
I kind of just lean. I take the whole bench up.
oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that blog post of Universal's was still up now, so we could compare what they had written down for these compared to what we've come up with.
Yeah. I'm surprised somebody didn't grab it.
I wish I had. I didn't. I grabbed the link, but I grabbed the link for it because I thought, I'll just pull the link and I can go back to it later. I didn't expect it to get pulled down.
Well, I think we should close this show out with something that'll tie into the next show. So let's have the little things with Seth.
Hello, everyone. This is Seth Kaburski back with another look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort. The big news this past weekend was the celebration of Harry Potter, but there's a little bit of bad news in the wizarding world. It seems like Universal has raised the prices of cold butterbeer to $6.99. This means that all butterbeer, cold, frozen, and hot, now costs $7. Just as a reminder, when the Wizarding World opened in 2010, cold butterbeer cost $2.99.
What?
Over near the Men in Black ride, there's yet another chapter in the never-ending saga of the Coca-Cola kiosk. Last time I told you that the keypads that let you enter a name and see it on the virtual Coca-Cola bottle inside the new Coke kiosk had been removed. Well, this week the keypads are back, so once again you can put your friend's name on the side of a virtual Coke bottle. What's more, I have confirmed that the quick service dining plan drink credits are not valid at the Coke kiosk for single service freestyle, which is a shame. It means that the only way to get a freestyle with a dining plan is to upgrade to the unlimited cups. Elsewhere in Universal Studios Florida, Doc's Candy Store near the Blues Brothers stage is closed for refurbishments, as is the Simpsons ride. However, the gift shop attached to the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon Race Through New York ride, which is known as the Tonight Shop, is now open and guests can shop there. I hate to tell you, though, if you were planning on buying a $90 hashtag panda suit, they've all sold out. Finally, flipping over to Islands of Adventure, the Popeye's Bilge Rat Barges raft ride has reopened for its seasonal maintenance, which means that now Ripsaw Falls log flume is closed. The Dudley Do-Right water ride is scheduled to reopen on February 1st. And in Seuss Landing, the Cat in the Hat ride has been experimenting with a new facial recognition system for hotel guests with unlimited Universal Express passes. seems that they've been taking the photos that the hotel kiosks take of guests in order to give them an ID for the Unlimited Express and use that to recognize their faces through a scanning system at the entrance to the Cat in the Hat attraction instead of guests having to show their card. This is only a test for now, but it should be interesting to see if that rolls out further in the future. And speaking of the future, Universal has also been experimenting with a new virtual queue system over the Despicable Me attraction, which may be a preview of what we will see with the virtual queue at the Jimmy Fallon attraction and in the Volcano Bay water park. But that is not a little thing, that's a really big thing, so we'll save that for a later time. Until then, this is Seth Kabursky from The Unofficial Guide, Attractions Magazine, and Orlando Weekly, saying thanks for listening, and I'll see you again soon with more of little things from around Universal Orlando.
Thank you, Seth. Now, what kind of advanced system is in that Doc's candy shop next to the Blues Brothers that requires it to go under refurbishment every year?
Yeah.
Is there like a crazy system that replenishes the fake Ray-Bans as soon as someone takes one off the rack? I don't know.
I'll tell you what's happened. There's only one guy that works there. He takes a vacation every single time of the year around this time of year. Gotta close up shop.
Still
like, sorry about it.
Can't get over the fact that Butterbeer was $2.99 when the Wizarding World first opened.
Yeah, and they totally slipped that by me. Like, I did not notice this gradual increase of Butterbeer prices. Honestly,
$2.99.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't get any all that often anymore. But you know, I guess I just never noticed that the price was going up that much.
That's part of the reason for their success with the Butterbeer is, hey, it's $3. Why can't I just throw this at it and get a drink and see what my thoughts are? Now it's like, it's almost cost prohibitive. If you're not sure if you're going to like this sort of thing, why the heck would you spend $7 on a drink?
Exactly.
Get a real beer instead.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the amount of times with the first time we came over, we were stood in line for Ollivanders, and the amount of people we saw go, like, there'd be people stood in line, they'd send the dad out or whatever to go and get Butterbeers and then come back with them. The amount we saw, like, take 2 or 3 mouthfuls and then just dump it in the bin.
Wow, I know, yeah.
I mean, I can't remember whether it was before we started recording or during recording. We were talking about the studio tour. We're about potentially going down. That they obviously know that the Butterbeer down there isn't anywhere near as good as the stuff at the studio at the Wizarding World, because they have actual liquid bins. It was foul.
Yeah.
Not pleasant. I say they have
and there's tax on top of that as well, isn't there?
I assume so. Yeah. So it's $6.99 plus like 7% tax.
Yeah, 7%.
Wow.
Indeed.
Like $25 for 4 Butterbeers.
But pumpkin juice has stayed the same.
I'm just going to say nobody drinks cans and be like, I'll throw that away for you. I'll throw that away for you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So you fill up your glass.
Yep, that's right.
You lot go and get your butterbeers. I always used to get a butterbeer and maybe only have 1 or 2 pumpkin juice because it was so much more expensive. Yeah. I'll just drink pumpkin juice the whole time now.
To be quite honest, when we were out last time, I mean, I don't like the regular anyway, but you said it was watered down, and you're not the only person that I've heard say that. The frozen's kind of, I'm kind of over it now. Just give me a hot any day of the week.
Yeah.
Or an ice cream.
Just take a dragon scale, thanks.
Yeah, I was going to say, or a Dove.
And I think that is going to do it for this week, unless I miss something here.
Yeah.
I think I got it all, though. All right, well, join us next week when we do have Seth Kabursky coming on to talk about that queueless ride system.
Yes.
Should be pretty exciting.
To pick his brains.
Indeed.
See what the future holds.
Indeed. So, until then, we'll see you next time.
That's it for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.